Wildfires, they're not slowing down. We're seeing more and more wildfires in the West from year to year, and it's because of invasive annual grasses such as cheatgrass.
Fires are the #1 reason that we target to treat annual grasses. There's a lot of great ecosystem benefits, and I love to see that too, but fires, they impact everyone. People's houses get burnt, as people's pastures and ranches get burnt to the ground, and there's a lot of people that have actually left the ranching industry because of fires that have moved across their land. And to be able to work on a product that could potentially save those resources for people it's amazing. I don't even know how to describe it.
So invasive annual grasses, they have this what we call fine fuel, which means that they're much easier to ignite, and it's this continuous bed throughout the soil surface, which allows that fire to not only rip through these areas quicker, but at a higher intensity, which is what displaces a lot of our desirable grasses, forbs, and shrubs. We now have Rejuvra, which allows us to get multi-year control with a single application. We see that that fine fuel, that thatch layer, degrades to almost nothing, and then you get bare ground between plants. So when a wildfire does come through, it's more of that natural mosaic burn, and it's not just high intensity that burns throughout the entire area. So by decreasing the invasive winter annual grasses on site, you're reducing your risk of these catastrophic wildfires in those areas.
Last year in 2020, Boulder County did experience its worst wildfire in history. It burned about 10,500 acres. It burned 90% of Ohio Valley Ranch, our other premier site. We had a non-treated area plus a treated area, and you could see very easily in those pictures and in the follow-up process that the fire burned very hot and very quickly up to the edge of the treated areas. And as soon as it hit those treated areas, it started to slow down, start burning. It had to jump from plant to plant because there wasn't such a steady source of fuel, and it just burned a much more natural mosaic pattern.
Quality wildlife habitat, pollinator habitat, when you're on a site like this where you see the response firsthand, where you can see the benefit that comes from eliminating invasive species such as cheatgrass, it's amazing to see. While we still have these intact communities, we need to preserve those because we don't know when that next wildfire strike is going to happen.